Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back tonight at the Red Bluff Outlaws for points race number 3 and the second night of our double-header weekend. Today is also known as the Tyler Wolf Memorial, which is a race that statistically I've been pretty good at in the past. So welcome back. Happy to have you guys hanging out with our team for the afternoon. The first laps were just put on the racing surface for today. Right now it's pretty wet as normal, but I'm sure as we keep running, it's only going to get worked in more and more, and then at some point start to slicken off. So even though this is a special race, it's the exact same format as normal. So we are going to be going out for qualifying, then we'll have a heat race. You got to try to transfer through that heat race into the A main event, and then we'll have 30 laps on tap later. Super pumped, super excited. Our 18T was good yesterday. We kind of just put ourselves in the right spot to be successful and made it happen at the end. So that's the goal once again today. Let's go get strapped in. We pulled the 18 pill for qualifying, which with our number being 18, I feel like is maybe some good luck, and we just got to lay down a good lap, and that will kind of set us up for the rest of the show. Well, I told you guys we pulled the 18 pill. That put us out in group number 3 out of 40 opens today. And right now we are currently sitting 4th quick after our session, and after about half the field has went. My laps today felt much better than yesterday. The only spot on the racetrack, there actually isn't necessarily one spot I felt like I was losing time. It would probably just be the exit, or from the center to the exit of both corners. Just felt like I couldn't keep my front end on the ground. It was just a little light, and I don't know if that was maybe me getting back in the throttle a little too quick or what, but the racetrack just has so much grip that with these CR500s, I mean, they obviously can pull the nose right off the ground. But 4th quick so far. I think we're definitely going to end up better than we were yesterday, but at the same time the track seems to be cleaning off, and it was almost a little chunky for us, so maybe the times might increase or they might start to fall. But overall, car felt much better, felt like I got a better lap, and hopefully that'll put us more towards the top of the charts for our heat race coming up. So the rest of the cars finished going here for group qualifying. Ended up 7th quick tonight, which is an improvement from yesterday, and overall, like I said, our speed is there. Felt like our car got around the racetrack better. If anything, the more I've kind of thought about it, I think I could have just ran that much higher possibly. Maybe that would have carried a little bit more speed, and almost maybe part of my problem is I'm getting stuck in the crease a little, and then the car almost does like a teeter-totter. So with that qualifying run, we will now start 2nd row inside in our heat race, and they're going to be taking the top 2 to the A main event. We're in a little bit more of a difficult position than starting on the front row, but mainly it's all going to depend on the racetrack, and if we're able to pass, I know we can go forward, and we're probably going to also have to make some aggressive moves. But heat race is almost the most important part of your night to set you up to try to get in the A and start as far up front as possible. So quick turnaround here, not too many adjustments, racetrack's really fast, and we'll kind of just have to see. The line is basically going to be, I think, wherever anyone runs. If everyone goes down low, there's going to be no top. If everyone runs the top, the bottom might not get worked in. Well, we got the backup car all fired up. Here's a look at my hot rod after the heat race. My guys did a good job getting everything switched over really quickly. Yeah, just about, you know, what you would not envision for a heat race kind of took place there. Started third. Our row didn't really get a good jump. I need to kind of watch the footage back on what happened going into one. I think maybe I might have got on the brakes a little too hard and just locked up the rear tires. And like in karts, it's easy to do. Like when you slow down too much, or you don't have the clutch and you get on the brakes, they work well. So I think I just locked up the rear tires and then went back to 8th, and you know I needed to get to 2nd to transfer into the 8th, but my goal was mainly just to get to 4th, and got rolling, got a couple cars, got, you know, through a slide job, got to 5th, and tried to make something happen, come into the white there to get 4th. When I saw an opportunity, my slider didn't clear, and I kind of crowded, and I don't know, we just got together like this, and it basically just hopped my tires over his and sent me flying. So I feel like maybe, you know, 7 or 8 times out of 10, we would have just bounced off each other and kept going, but that time it didn't happen. So we have a long night ahead of us. We're in the D main now, but I don't know. You know, it sucks it happened. You know, maybe some people would say I was being over aggressive, but at the end of the day, you got to go for it here at Red Bluff. You got to take it. You got to take advantage of every spot. Like, they don't come easy. The difference between being in the front of the B and the front of the C is huge. So we had to go for it, and it didn't work out. So sucks it happened, but now all we can do is got some alphabet soup ahead of us and try to see what we can make happen going forward. Made it through the D. Unfortunately, we were originally scheduled to start 3rd, and then someone broke, so we were going to be on the pole. But because of their rule book of us going to a backup car, which we had to start last, which was like 10th. So started 10th, ran 6th. They also just watered it before that D, so it was just hero dirt. It was tough to pass. The track was still greasy in a lot of spots, like just not a surface where you can just completely move forward, and things didn't completely click for me to really make gains. So we snuck into the C. We're gonna start, I think, last in that, and we have to run top 6 to transfer to the B. We're gonna need luck on our side. We're gonna need maybe a couple of yellows, and try to put ourselves in the best spot. But as we said, all we can do is make tonight what it is, and glad we checked off one thing off the list, and it's just gonna keep getting tougher as we go. But got a good group of guys behind me, and I got a good car, and we're gonna work on this thing. As obviously, I mean, it's the same as the other car, but they all handle a little bit differently and got different personalities. just got changed back into my regular clothes. C main event's done. I didn't make it through. It was looking good there for a while. Started 14th, missed a couple of early crashes, got into 8th, then got into, I think, 6th, and then got into 4th. Or at the end of it, I was running inside the top 4, and it looked like I was maybe even gonna come out in the top 2 or 3. And unfortunately, I probably just got a little bit greedy there. On the last restart, I was in 4th, and I tried to get to 2nd, but I was trying to do it in a conservative way, but I just put myself in the wrong spot. I was trying to go underneath the car in front of me. They got sideways. That sent me low, and there was a car right behind me that also got contact with me, ran me over, and we got hooked, and just like that, our night was over as we were coming back to the white. And it's just so incredibly frustrating. I felt like I worked so hard to get to the front of that C, and I feel like part of me just threw it away, you know, but at the same time, things could have also went differently. My move could have worked, and I could have, you know, started a row ahead in the B main than I would have, which is crucial. You got to make up as much ground as possible and do it in the safest way you can. But overall, looking back at everything, after qualifying tonight, we just got to pull a tear off and put it behind us moving forward. Right now, Red Bluff it's a little bit messy just because the racing is just, I feel like it's not great. And we just didn't put ourselves in a good spot from lap 1 of the heat race, and my mistake or whatever happened, how I got turned around. From that point on, we were in a bad spot because that set us up to be in the back of the heat. I had to work hard to move forward, end up upside down on an aggressive move, whether it was a good or bad one or whatever. And then car change back of the D main. I squeezed through that, and then I tried to squeeze through the C, and it just about everything could have went wrong. So very disappointed, but it's early in the season. Like I said, got to pull a tear off and put it behind us. I'm changed, gonna support my teammate and watch the races tonight. It sucks, it really sucks. It's really disappointing. I'm gonna really, it's gonna probably bug me for most of the week, but at the end of it, it's done and it's over with now. Well, this is how the 18T is going back to the factory. Well, I just got everything all packed up, heading back to my motor home right now. The last couple of races for tonight at Red Bluff are finishing. I think they have like literally one more main event to go. We're heading back to Southern Oregon though because the week starts tomorrow since we're running on a Sunday. But this place put me through a lot tonight. Very frustrated with how it went, disappointed, feel bad for my team. Just feel like it was a missed opportunity to make up some ground, and instead it ended up being a tough night. But if you've been watching our Red Bluff vlogs for as many winners as we've been doing them, unfortunately every season you just have them. It's so hard to be consistent here. It's doable, but it's hard to not at least have one bad night throughout the 12 races. And tonight was ours, unfortunately. You know, we qualified good, but we just didn't bounce back with some results in the heat race, and then didn't get through our lower mains. But wish it would have went different. It didn't. So all we can do is regroup. Red Bluff has no races in the month of November, so we're going to be off for 4 weeks, at least down here. We have a couple of other races we're going to be running, but just going to put this behind us, figure out how we can be better, and try to get the 18T back in victory lane where it belongs and where it's been many times, right inside that building. So shake it off, pull a tear off, on to the next one. We'll see you guys there. Deuces.